offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too
and that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. Picks up the first down, still moving. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Makes the grab. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The RPO, it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Pettis. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. He's looking to throw it. It's complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Quarterback checking the play. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Dumps it off in the flats. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Grab near the marker. It's Rice. Touchdown, Arizona. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arizona 7, Baylor 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Baylor Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw it again. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the 1st drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. And, man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance.
Touchdown, Wildcats! What a catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back.
Forward to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Here's the handoff. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Arizona right back to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Arizona runs out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He smashes his way through again. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Baylor!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with your man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back. Another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet. He
wants to pass it on second down. Gets it out fast. And And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Wildcats will hustle to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Discards a man. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make.
And it's bounding over the top. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arizona 21, Baylor 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Bears will punt this one away.
Number 88 in punt formation to kick it away.
Puts one in the spin cycle. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Arizona in a hurry. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
They'll run it from the gun. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Going airborne. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Arizona 28, Baylor 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's got an open man. Turns it on at midfield. The expressway is whopped. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play.
Returner is tackled down at the 34. And your Baylor Bears will take over.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages.
And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, You soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, that's going to open up your running game later on.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. At the 20, he's got space. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
The returner unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it, because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. At the 35, he's loose. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Quarterback on the keeper.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think that
all kinds of running room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Power football with the run. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game.
And he's still running after the move. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, there's the ball! And he falls on top of his own fumble.
Man, that's a great job by the defense. Swarming the football, creating the turnover. Oh, it wasn't a turnover. What a lucky bounce back to the offense. Great job by the defense. Just keep doing that. Keep hitting it. Keep getting that football out. You'll get some of those breaks later on down the road.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Really good pickup on 2nd down there, leaves him with 3rd and 2. Arizona right back to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Quick completion to the right. Makes the catch and knocked down. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Finds the tight end. Oh, they knock it free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Now on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The give to the lone running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Red pass, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set. 1st down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his target down the middle. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Arizona runs out the punt team. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They're going back to the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
He wants to throw it again. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It starts. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to... Man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and he went right back down. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short game. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Field goal is good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
They'll run it from the gun. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Got it, looking for a first. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Arizona comes out with another first down. He's got it on the right. Stopped after making the catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rice. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. He's looking downfield to throw. And they'll knock him down.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
That is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. Finds his big tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Gets open down the middle. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The aerial assault continues. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
2-minute drill situations, quarterbacks have to know exactly what's going on. I can't take sacks. I'm down. I'm fighting with the clock. I'm behind. I got to make things happen. I got to throw the football away if I get an opportunity.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
He'll slide and avoid the big hit. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here.